everyone, it's Tracy. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am working on this sketch right here. It is from Scrapbook Generation, and I am participating in these little mini crops that Debbie has. Oh, she's done it, I think this is the fourth weekend in a row. And they're really small. There's only, I don't know, less than, 4 or 5 challenges, and it's just enough to to inspire you to do things. And I'm always looking for a good sketch, and when I saw this I just fell in love with it. And this sketch in particular, it was free, and I got it from the Scrapbook Generation website. She had put a link on it, and it's the actually it's the National Scrapbook Day from 2017. So it's Friday Freebie Sketch, May 2017. And the name of the Facebook group that I'm looking at all this is called SG Scrap Squad. Now, next weekend is National Scrapbook Day, and that is going to be a fantastic time to participate in their big crop that they're going to have. I have won several prizes because if you just post things, she either gives money to her store, or she gives you points, which actually equals money to the store. And I've won quite a bit actually. And all I do is just post things on there. So if anyone is not familiar with the Scrapbook Generation, this is a company that does have a brick and mortar store up in Missouri, but she is still, operating her online store. And I'm going to be ordering some things for National Scrapbook Day. I am looking for all the deals, so I am saving my pennies right now so that for National Scrapbook Day, when some of these stores have this awesome sales, I'm going to take advantage of them. Anyway, so the thing about these Scrapbook Generation sketches is that they always have like the dimensions. So it says here, like it gives you, I don't know if I can expand it anymore because I think I'm pretty well maxed out. It gives you the measurements. And what I have done, I've already trimmed everything out for this. I only have 2 photos. I have a 4x4 and I have one of these smaller ones, but the other one I'm going to make like a more of, I think is going to be more of journaling. So I did cut out the banners. They give you the dimensions for these little banners. They even give you for the journaling strips, which I never take advantage of. I used to do that, but now if I did it now, I just draw lines like under here and do my journaling here. But anyway, this is going to be fun. I've already pulled out some embellishment. I'll just show you everything that I have. I am not going to go into detail of the size. If I can remember what size I cut the paper, I'll tell you. If not, just go to this website. So Scrapbook Generations. All right, so let me show you the photos first. So I've been, I know you're looking at this and you're like, oh my gosh, I have been scrapping the whole coronavirus thing. Being a nurse, it totally captures my attention. And I really want to document all the little things that I may forget. And so there's a lot of big things that we'll never forget. And I know that we've had some of the viewers that have lost their loved ones, and I'm so sorry for your loss. I really am. I know it's a terrible virus, absolutely terrible. So anyway, this is the photo, and this is going to be about telemedicine, which is a fairly new concept. In fact, I just heard about it at the last fall. And did it come in handy because things were already in motion to do telemedicine. So when this virus came around, I'm like, oh my gosh, that is amazing of the timing. And you know what? Nothing happens by accident. Okay, so this is the photo, and Okay, being a nurse, my daughter was calling me and she says, Mom, my throat really hurts. Can you look at it? Okay, this is Juliana and she lives in Michigan and I live in Texas. And all I could say was, open your mouth really big and just take a picture of your throat. And that's what she did. And I kept it, not knowing, I mean, I was going to keep it like as a joke, but it's appropriate for telemedicine because it's basically what you're doing. I have already had 2 telemedicine visits, and they just ask questions. They're not doing any physical assessment on me. All right, so then the other photo I have is this photo here. And this is from the internet, and it is one of those free photos. And so I wish that my doctor, well, I think I did mine on the phone. So my picture was really small of the doctor that I talked to. But that's basically what it is. You talk to a doctor on the computer or on your phone. And anyway, those are the 2 photos. So, okay, let's look back here. You know what? I'm going to try to upload it and put it, around here. I'll do my best. So sometimes I don't have good luck, but I will try to put it here. All right, then, so for the foundation, okay, I'm going pink. And if you've been watching my channel and watching my videos, I have so much pink paper in my iris container that I can barely get it closed. And that means I need to use it up. So I am going through as much pink paper as I can. And they're not monochromatic except that they're all pink. Now, I know this doesn't look pink on at least what I see. It doesn't look very pink, but it is a very fuchsia color. This has some gold in it. And that does not, yeah, if I do this, you can see it. But if you lay it flat, you can't really tell. And then the next layer was this. And I know that this was 10.5. No, 10.25. Now, see, I don't remember. And I wasn't intending in cutting this out at all. But I needed it, and I'll show you why in just a minute. So, and then this is the foundation layer, okay? And then there are 4x4 pieces of paper of pretty cardstock. Now this is from Cute Girl. This one I did have a paper pad, and so it goes like this. Actually, they're really close together, so I need to kind of get them. I got to remember to do that. So it looks like that. And then this, it goes down here. And I think I may need to trim off the white to make this fit a little better. And then the next thing that we see is there's a bunch of little banners up here. And they all go up here. And I'm not going to put them in any certain order right now because I have to take them all off. So these dimensions are in, on the, that come with this sketch. And I did cut it exactly what they said. So, but I don't remember what they were. And then these are just some scraps that I had. And these are going to be like the little Polaroid. So one of them is going to go here. I think I was going to put this one here. Oh no, I may put this one here. And then this one here, I was going to use it more as a, embellishment or some journaling. Now I did also pull out a bunch of embellishments that I was thinking maybe I could incorporate with this. I know that there was some twine. This is really thick twine. I don't know. I may try to use that. I mean, that might be a little outside my element, but I could do it. I just pulled some brads. I found all my brads that I've had in my stash. Everything here is from my stash. The only new thing that I purchased was this Cute Girl 6x6 pad. I just bought that That was probably the last purchase I bought from Tuesday morning. Let me see, the date on that says 3/20, so in March. Yeah, so I just bought it like in March, maybe at the end of February. And then I have some of other embellishments or other pieces. Here's some flowers and a camera. So I don't know exactly what I'll do, but at first I thought I would just kind of talk through while I put this together, but I think I'm going to speed everything up. Oh, here's some oh, here's a little flower. I've had that forever. Um, anyway, I think what I'm going to do is kind of speed it up and put it all together and do a voiceover, and then and let that be so that this isn't too terribly long, and get this posted before National Scrapbook Day, because I certainly want to encourage everyone to find your favorite Facebook group. There are going to be so many crops. Okay, trust me on this. There will be crops on so many Facebook groups that my suggestion is stick with one, because my head was swimming for because it was 2 years ago, I guess. I was so overwhelmed by all the different ones, and it ended up paralyzing me, and I didn't do hardly any. And then last year I said, okay, I won't look at five of them. I'll just look at two of them. Okay, that was still paralyzing to me. That's my personality. This year, I think I'm gonna just stick with the Scrapbook Generation, because I did a crop with them in the fall. Oh my! I had so much fun, so much fun. So I would my advice is, if you find that you get overwhelmed with all the ideas, stick with one Facebook group and do a crop with. If that's what you want to do. Okay, so I will go ahead and pause this, and or at least I'll just kind of get things going and take it from here. All right. Hey, so I am back and going to do this voiceover. Just kind of going through everything that I've done. As you can see, I'm just kind of gluing everything together. I did something a little different here, like I normally don't do, is I actually put a ruler down to kind of guide me where to put this. And it ended up being 10.5 inches square. So that I do know, because it's 3/4 of an inch of a border all around. I rough up the edges with my scissors. It does tear a little bit. This is pattern paper that I know that I won't use, and so I'm using it for the white, the back side. And it's from a scrap pad, so you don't want to be wasteful with your product. You spend a lot of money on it, so you might as well use it. Even though you don't use the pattern paper side, you can certainly use the white. Sometimes it's not exactly white, but like for this, it's close enough. It didn't have to be a pure white. Yeah, I went ahead and trimmed that photo down. I cut down the white part, and I just glued it onto that, the lighter color of the 4x4 paper. And I'm gonna rough up the edges of all of these. I know you can't see me do this. I do it on all four squares as well as the banners. And I believe I even do it on the little Polaroid picture frames. And anyway, you'll see it here in just a minute. So when I'm putting these down, I just put glue in the very center, because I want the edges to kind of pop up if they want to. Um, you know, I like that little added dimension right there. It's not purposeful. Like I'm not trying to force it to go up, but it does add some shadows when you don't put the glue all the way to the edge. So I kind of like that. Now, what I've done there is I've roughed up the edges of this little piece of pattern paper, and then around the edge, I used my big, let me see, it is called Faber-Castell Pit Artist Pen. It's the big brush and it's in black. And I just go around the edge because there's some black in the photo that's right by it. And so I know that I need to add just a tinge of black, a tinge of a dark color, because as you know, most of this is going to be pink. I really like all the pinks, to be honest with you. It's not my favorite color, but I really liked how it all came up. I have so much paper that I could probably do 100 layouts or more of my pink stash that I have. Oh my goodness, I have so much. So, yeah, you guys may get a little tired of it. Well, and then when I get tired of using it, I won't do it anymore. And hopefully by then my stash will start to dwindle down. But I really do like the variety of colors of the pinks that they just work well together. I'm very surprised. I'm happy about that, that they all work well together. Now, the same thing with these banners that I'm putting up at the top, I fishtailed all of them, and I'm only going to put glue at the very top, and I'm not going to put any foam tape or anything underneath them. So if they pop up, good, that adds a little extra depth. But, I should have started on the edge, should have started on the left side and worked my way towards the right. But I didn't, and so the glue wasn't all the way dry, so I was able to move them quickly. And I really like the way those banners are. I've done banners like this before, not quite like this, but I really like that. Now, these Alpha from Felicity Jane, they were a gift from my friend Miss Dolly Boyd, and I have used, I don't know, I think all of the Mini Kit Monday pages. And now I'm also going to use them with this. There's still letters left over even after this. So, I showed you the twine and I said it was a little thick and that I may not be able to use it. It's outside my element. Oh my gosh, it was way too thick, but it needed something. So I pulled out the DMC floss that I've had for 30 plus years. And, when it's been on those little, those little cards, uh, for 30 something years, they are like creased, or not creased, but they definitely have a bend to them. I have fiddled with that bow, not making the bow as much as trying to get the bow to like play nice. And I just couldn't do it. Oh my gosh, I just really, it was bad. So I just like left it. It is what it is, and just kind of let it go. And it's not that big of a deal. At least it shouldn't be. All right. Quit messing with them, Tracy. It's okay. Let it go. So I also made those little Polaroid bases out of some scrap paper, as you saw. And excuse me while I send a text to my daughter. Yep. So I'm going to put down my title. And what I learned from these specific letters is that they are tall, and I can't pick them up correctly with my fingers and place them down. So it's much better for me to use my tweezers. So the title's going to be Telemedicine. And I end up journaling a bunch on this. So I'm going to put the journaling underneath the title, and it goes all the way down into the white part. I mean, I really didn't leave myself enough room. I guess I had a lot to say. Yeah, I wanted to make sure that I remember this, because I need to talk about the picture and I need to talk about telemedicine. And who knows when somebody looks at this again, like, yeah, mom, we know what telemedicine has been around forever. Yeah, it wasn't for us. All right, so here comes all the embellishments. I love the butterflies. I'm going to put down as much as I can. That little rectangle down there next to the telemedicine says remember, and it has these cute little polka dots on it. And then this little circle that is right next to it is also from the Cute Girl, and this is actually the second 6x6 pad. I didn't have a complete pad, but so anyway, it came from that collection. The other circle that is underneath, under the telemedicine, isn't going to stay. The camera, I love the camera. It had extra colors in it that I felt like it needed a little something, just a little though. I really wanted the focus to still be on the pink. That white flower that I've had forever. What I used to do and what I did here today is I took a brad and I put it through the flower, and I actually use glue dots to glue that down. Everything else, I used my art glitter glue except for the sequins. And of course, I use something special for the sequins. Now, these sequins, I believe, are also a gift from Miss Dolly Boyd. And I want to say that they are from Close to My Heart, but I'm not for sure. They're kind of an iridescent. There's a pink and kind of a green color. They're so pretty. So, so pretty. And I glued those down with Distress Collage Medium. And I always use my tweezers to do that. And and that is about it. There's some close-ups at the end. Now I knew that the colors were off, so I manipulated the best that I could on in my program when I uploaded this. So I think it's more true to the colors. And even when I took still shots, those didn't come out well at all. So I also had to manipulate those. All right, here we are at the end, guys. Thanks a lot for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.